The queen sat by an open window in the winter, snow pricking her fingers as she sewed with her needle, causing 3 drops of blood to fall onto the ebony window frame. Admiring the beautiful color combination that resulted, she said to herself, "Oh, how I wish I had a daughter as white as snow, as red as blood, and as black as the window frame." Soon after, the queen did indeed give birth to a daughter as white as snow, as red as blood, and with hair as black as ebony. They named her Snow White, and shortly after, the queen died. A year passed, and the king needed a new wife, one who was beautiful but also wicked and proud. This new queen possessed a magical mirror, and every morning she would ask, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all?" The mirror would always answer, "My queen, you are the fairest one of all in this land." The queen was always pleased, as the mirror never lied. However, when Snow White grew to be 7 years old, she became so beautiful that she was even more beautiful than the queen. When the queen asked her mirror, it replied, "My queen, you are the fairest here, but Snow White is 1,000 times fairer than you." The queen was shocked and turned yellow and green with envy. From that moment on, her heart turned against Snow White, and every day she hated her more. Jealousy and pride grew in her heart like weeds, until she had no peace, day or night. The queen ordered a huntsman to take Snow White to the deepest part of the forest to be killed. She demanded proof that Snow White was dead, and he should return with her lungs and liver. The huntsman took Snow White into the forest, but when he raised his knife, he found he could not kill her and instead cried out, "Oh dear huntsman, don't kill me, let me live, and I will run into the forest and never come back." The huntsman left her alive, believing that the girl would be eaten by some wild animal, instead brought back the lungs and liver of a young boar, which were served by the cook to the queen. After wandering through the forest for several days, Snow White found a small cottage belonging to a group of 7 dwarfs. Since no one was home, she ate some tiny meals, drank some wine, and then tried out all the beds. Finally, the last bed was comfortable enough, and she fell asleep. When the dwarfs returned home, they immediately knew that someone had sneaked in because everything in their home was askew.as. They loudly discussed who might have snuck in. They discovered the sleeping Snow White. The girl woke up and explained what had happened, and the dwarfs took pity on her, saying, "If you will keep house for us, and cook, make beds, wash, sew, and knit, and keep everything clean and orderly, then you can stay with us, and you shall have everything that you want." They warned her not to open the door for anyone when they were away, but the wicked queen eventually discovered Snow White and disguised herself as an old peddler woman. Offering Snow White a poisoned apple, Snow White took a bite and fell into a deep sleep, until a prince arrived and awakened her with a kiss. The queen, however, met a just end, forced to dance in red-hot iron shoes until she fell dead.